Hi Leo, welcome into another general weekly reading for you. I hope life has been treating you well. Let's do some shuffling and pull from the Sacred Light Oracle deck. I was feeling guided to use this one for the set of readings. Anyways, to begin for Leo for this upcoming week, we're beginning with the Crystal Kingdom card as well as Tibetan Fire Serpent. Seeking a higher truth on the Fire Serpent card, discernment and a better path, authority. And getting specifically somebody with an authority figure or two, you're being more strategic in regards to what you share, in regards to what you bring up, how you answer things, or if you're going to answer this or that. You may feel very much like staying within your own lane while then selectively or just randomly, without meaning to, showing off and connecting and bonding with people. And it doesn't have to be at work, it definitely feels like it for a lot, but you're going to be feeling throughout the week like seeking for this higher truth within. And they're saying good, because I feel for a lot of which answer the reading, whether it's quite frequently or just randomly, spaced out, you look for the higher truth outside of you way too often. Whether it's through tarot readers, reading your own cards, for some a pendulum, other ways like that to come up with answers, confirmation. They're saying this is a great time for you to be feeling things out accurately, given I feel it's a week where your intuition will be enhanced. For some like myself, that could be it can be crazy to even imagine and to be one with, because you already feel like it's enhanced pretty much 24/7, if not in general. But I do sense there is an authority vibe about you. You're carrying yourself like the true leader that you are at this point along your path, and in general, we're winding back. But the Crystal Kingdom card, slowing down, materialism, and psychic debris. Some people are psychic like myself and are dealing with the aftermath of gaining psychic awareness and psychic and even spiritually connected occurrences, knowing that can affect you negatively at certain points after the fact, or even in the midst of which. But I feel you're mastering a talent or two of yours, and that for some could be your psychic abilities. It could be for somebody tarot, oracle reading. It definitely doesn't have to be, okay, I'm hearing Reiki, but regardless of what your talent is, you are too, once again, you're mastering it more so. And I feel you already have, to an extent, mastered it before this week. There's also something about a long time coming for you, whether it's love related, work related, financial standing is the wording coming through. Stability, if you will. It could be more in regards to an investment like a car, a living situation, reconnecting with yourself while getting to know yourself better, because you've been changing. There's a long time coming, but they're saying it's a week where a lot of what's shown to this read, okay, you're going to have a lot going on. You're maybe even creating more to get done, to feel more successful, to keep the ball rolling, to want because of that desire, that hunger for prosperity, for things to prosper more so. I want to be in a better spot, I want to clean things up. Good. We're not saying that that's a bad thing, but it is a week where you need to slow things down as far as finding, redeveloping, re-implementing the balance within it all. Thinking about remembering, if you went 24/7, right, nonstop, and you never gave yourself the time to rest, and you know this, but I'm just reminding you, you will burn yourself out. You've done it from time to time, obviously some more than others. We're winding back, some of which even very recently. Endings are taking a highlight. Imagine if you continue to date that toxic person, that lies within your up and down, all over the place kind of Leo path. Past is what I meant to say. Where would you be now? Probably not in a better place, I would assume, or can guarantee it. You maybe are with somebody now or exploring options to date otherwise if you're single, and they're saying this is a good thing. You know what I mean? And so let that be one example of a reminder that every ending does have its purposes, right? Not just one, but several lying forward after the fact. Can't hold on to what's not meant to last, my friend. I also feel like You're somebody like myself for a lot, where you gain what you want, whether you manifested it, co-created that situation coming into your world being sparked, and then I just need to now, or I choose to want to, or I want to choose to think about the next upgrade or just the next situation. It might be due to the fact, and I can relate 1000%, things changing so frequently, you know what I mean? And wanting to be ahead of the game, right? Prepared, set up. But they're saying you don't have to do that this time around, okay? Regardless of how recently you started something, you don't need to do that, okay? Will help you, meaning your guides and other random spirits, to prepare you for a new beginning like that in the future. When it comes to whatever time right before the beginning of which, or before that ending ends up coming to be for you, okay? You don't need to stress it. You don't need to overly prepare well before, as I do feel something's meant to last for at least a while. Yeah, they're saying your past life is taking a huge highlight. It's behind you, my friend. You're going to be thinking about who and what you turned your back to, even if that was quite quickly after it began. But you're also going to be feeling this curiosity coming back to be, where I feel some of which have been lacking that throughout this week, feeling quite maybe bland, not feeling very interested in aspects of life that typically would, or you may find for the first time, do leave you curious and pondering and again interested. So it's a week where that's coming back to be, maybe even coming to be in a different form. But as well, this magical alchemy card, I got the curiosity part from there. They're saying a lot of you are ahead of your time. You might find there's this interesting, almost contradicting mix of who you feel you truly are, where you feel like a bit, if not a full old soul, but then you feel like you're ahead of your time. That's why, my friend. That's why, but it does feel like it's contradicting at certain points. I sense that your knowledge and experiences, even from past lives, plays into how you are changing at this time, how you have been changing, but it plays into, once again, how you feel ahead of your time, and just feel more than most that you connect to. Does that make sense? And I, again, can completely relate. If you're new to the channel, I'm a Leo sun. That's why I can continuously relate to your readings, your messages coming through. 115, look up the angel number meaning, and 223. You're going to be feeling, again, it's a week, and I remember this came up very much in your last weekly read. Your wisdom is a huge part of this time period, on different levels, different forms, coming from different avenues, rewinding back and currently. I just feel somewhat at ease, but I do have questions. I have maybe a little bit of concern here and there. I wonder, and they're saying, well, this is part of that curiosity coming back to be, but again, find the balance and don't overdo it, because being overly curious, maybe even nosy for some, being too much of a questioner, too much of, even a wander, a completely separate note, wandering out and about, it can create some negativity. Just find the balance. What else do we have? Coming out from the tarot deck, the Nine of Wands in the sideways position, if I could even spit it out. You know, when you're tired, it pushes you to stumble on your words, you're stumbling in the midst of processing things. If you're feeling a bit fuzzy, that's probably part of the reason why. It may even be a spiritual negative effect, but or the energy where you are, or who you're energetically connected to is what I'm getting. But I do feel there's both certain days throughout the week where you're feeling burnt out, and then there's other days where you're feeling more alive, less weighed down and tired. But then I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least 1 or 2 days throughout the week where it's a bit of both. When you put in the effort, when you're hardworking, you're consistent, you're getting in touch with certain important aspects of yourself and your life otherwise, of course you're going to end up feeling a bit Nine of Wands, like burnt out or just out of it, tired, a little bit fuzzy, because of which, right? So just to be real with yourself, to be 100% on it, alive and energetic 24/7, it's just not realistic, And I feel there are times where, going back to the slowing down Crystal Kingdom card, it could even benefit you to push you to, whether you want to in the moment or not, to slow it down, all right? Rest, heal, find something more simplistic to be one with. You feel a lack of wish fulfillment within your world, at least in one area, and they're saying, well, are you really ready for it yet? I feel this week helps you get closer to being prepared and ready for it, but it's to say you want to begin dating again, or commit to somebody. You want that new job, or you want to invest in something big for yourself. Okay, well, the time will come, For some, it's a commitment to somebody you're already dating, regardless of how long that has been for you or for you guys. And they're saying, well, let's prepare for it. You know what I mean? Let's make quality, healthy decisions, intuitive decisions, not ignore intuition, of course, being one of your superpowers. And this gets you steps closer to spirit thinking and seeing clearly that you're ready for this to turn in the upright, all right? We can't have you gaining such an ideal option, situation, wish fulfillment, and then tainting it, okay? What else do we have? Shuffling that completely upside down. You have this strong ability to laugh at yourself, to get people out of their own heads as well, to be, a silent master. Interesting. You're going to feel like you're an example for others, and this is nothing new, but it's taking a highlight in your mind, your awareness, because I feel people need this Leo energy, in whatever energy you're feeling most, or energies you're feeling most, like you're embodying in that moment. It's what one, if not multiple people in your midst need as an example, if that makes sense. The Seven of Cups, there's a lot on your mind throughout the week. There's a lot that you're pondering, coming up with. You're going to be feeling quite creative at certain points. I feel that's also something you've been lacking. This dry aspect, or lacking in the creative department, you might have been feeling ultra analytical, methodical, or just disconnected from that, rewinding back. And so, Leo, it's a week where that creativity is starting to seep back into your world in a beautiful way, or in beautiful ways. And I feel this may even bring you a sense of inner peace. It reminds me, I used to be, big into doodling, drawing, and stuff like that. And it was big in my 20s, and in my early 30s, and now I'm entering my mid 30s, and I just don't do it anymore. I choose to fill up my spare time otherwise. But it brought me inner peace was the point. Now, I do sense that you have a lot to accomplish at certain points, if not the entire week for some drawn to the reading. No one needs to stress, you know what I mean? It's this feeling of you needing to maybe, if you can, have the, control in the sense, spread out the accomplishments throughout the week and surrounding it to lighten your load throughout each day, to try and get everything done within a 2-3 day period, or throughout that one day. You're going to overwhelm yourself, and you're going to, I want to say, stumble along the way, create a little messes, difficulties, obstacles, and I wouldn't be surprised if for some the quality of what you're accomplishing is then somewhat, if not fully, lacking because of it. You know what I mean? It's about finding what you're meant to even want to commit to throughout that day specifically, and then just do it so damn well. You know what I mean? And on to the next. It doesn't mean don't be, productive throughout each day of the week, or for the most part. But you know what I mean? It's about finding the balance and knowing that over piling onto your plate is not the smartest route, okay? Also coming out the Chariot card, I feel like, you're ready to clean things up. You're ready to do better. You're ready to see things more plentiful, more abundant within your world. Good. Utilize it to your advantage. But again, don't let this get out of hand. They're again saying where you wish to see this turned in the upright. And it may be more than one thing for you. They're saying that you will have the motivation to make better choices, to maybe even continue to utilize some smart choices from the recent past, even more so to your advantage at this time. There are little distractions throughout the week that are actually more important than they feel in the moment. You are going to be speaking a lot throughout the week, but there's going to be, I want to say, even more communication coming through from spirits, not just your team. You're needing to be very selective in regards to what needs to be discarded and what needs to be written down and or digested in that moment. But I wouldn't be surprised if you are gaining clarity, even maybe through you speaking, whether it's you gained a download from spirit, an intuitive hit, or you're being spoken through by spirit. You're gaining clarity in regards to what you are, again, maybe curious about, don't fully get, don't fully see. Also, I'm feeling a guarded way about you, Leo. Let's be real. And that may be something you need to work on, release a bit before you meet that right person or commit to that person further. Because if you look at this imagery, she's got the two swords. She has her arms crossed in front of her. I've been through so many difficult, similar situations in the past, and even if it's not a similar situation that you went through, it still leaves you feeling this way in regards to what you maybe have at hand now, but for a lot of which it's what you don't necessarily have for the future. Again, going back to the Nine of Cups, okay? We're already almost 17 minutes in, so let's wrap this up by saying we do need to make changes. Okay, this is a preparation kind of week where your creativity, your curiosity, and somewhat of your liveliness is coming back to be. All right, enhance your glow, take care of yourself, and get ready for more. All right, so this was truly helpful. I'm sending you a ton of love and light. Don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. Until the next time we meet, do take care.